Dear students, the topic is bryophytes. Bryophytes are small non-vascular plants such as mosses, liverworts and hornworts. They play a vital role in regulating ecosystem because they provide an important buffer system for other plants which live alongside and benefit from the water and nutrients that bryophytes collect. Some bryophyte species are among the first to colonize open ground. Bryophytes are also very good indicators of habitat quality as many plant species in this group are sensitive to levels of moisture in the atmosphere which are lower in disturbed habitat because there is less shade. Bryophytes do not have seeds or flowers. Instead, they reproduce via spores. There are around 20,000 species of bryophytes. Bryophytes are also called amphibians of plant kingdom because these plants can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. They usually occur in damp, humid and shaded localities. They play an important role in plant succession on bare rocks or soil. Next we can see the general characters of bryophytes. The plant body of bryophytes is more differentiated than that of algae. It is thallus-like and prostrate or erect and attached to the substratum by unicellular or multicellular rhizoids. Rhizoids are the root-like structures. They lack true roots, stem or leaves. They may possess root-like, leaf-like or stem-like structures. See, root-like, leaf-like and stem. Main axis is the stem-like structure. The main plant body of the bryophyte is haploid. It produces gametes, hence it is called a gametophyte. This is the gametophyte. The sex organ in bryophytes are multicellular. The male sex organ is called antheridium. They produce biflagellate anthrozoids. Female sex organ is called archegonium, is flask-shaped structure and produces a single egg. The anthrozoids are released into water where they come in contact with archegonium. And anthrozoid fuses with the egg to produce the zygote. Zygote do not undergo reduction division immediately. They produce a multicellular body called sporophyte. See, multicellular body called sporophyte. The sporophyte is not free living but attached the photosynthetic part of the gametophyte and derives nourishment from it. Some cells of the sporophyte undergo reduction division. You know what is reduction division? Meiosis to produce haploid spores. These spores germinate to produce gametophyte. See here, sporophyte and gametophyte alternate with each other. So that is called as alternation of generation. Next we can see division of bryophytes. Bryophytes are divided into liverworts and mosses. Have a look on the characteristic features of liverwort and mosses with examples. Liverworts. The liverworts grow usually in moist, shady habitats such as banks of streams, marshy ground, damp soil, bark of trees, and deep in the woods. The plant body of a liverwort is thalloid. Example is Markantia. Thallus is dorsiventral and closely pressed to the substrate. The leafy members have tiny leaf-like appendages in two rows on the stem-like structures. Asexual reproduction in liverworts take place by fragmentation of thalli or by the formation of specialized structures called gemmae. Singular gemma. Gemmae are green multicellular asexual buds which develop in small receptacles called gemma cups located on the thalli. The gemmae become detached from the parent body and germinate to form new individuals. During sexual reproduction, male and female sex organs are produced either on the same or on different thalli. The sporophyte is differentiated into a food, seta and capsule. After meiosis, spores are produced within the capsule. These spores germinate to form free-living gametophytes. Here you can see the examples for liverwort, that is Markantia. First one is the male plant and the second is the female plant. Male plant bears antheriophores and the female plant bears archegoniophore. Next division of bryophyte is mosses. The predominant stage of the life cycle of a moss is the gametophyte, which consists of two stages. The first stage is the protonema stage, which develops directly from a spore. It's a creeping, green, branched and frequently filamentous stage. The second stage is the leafy stage, which develops from the secondary protonema as a lateral bud. They consist of upright, slender axes bearing spirally arranged leaves. They are attached to the soil through multicellular and branched rhizoids. This stage bears the sex organs. Vegetative reproduction in mosses is by fragmentation and budding in the secondary protonema. In sexual reproduction, the sex organs antheridia and archegonia are produced at the apex of the leafy shoots. After fertilization, the zygote develops into a sporophyte consisting of a foot, seta and capsule. The sporophyte in mosses is more elaborate than in liverworts. Capsule contains spores. Spores are formed after meiosis. Mosses have an elaborate mechanism of spore dispersal. Examples for mosses are Funaria, Polytrichum and Sphagnum. Here you can see Funaria, Polytrichum and Sphagnum. Next we can see the economic importance of bryophytes. Bryophytes in general are of little economic importance, but some mosses provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds and other animals. Species of Sphagnum, a moss, provide peat that have long been used as fuel and as packing material for transshipment of living material because their capacity to hold water. Mosses along with lichens are the first organism to colonize rocks and hence are of great ecological importance. They decompose rocks, making the substrate suitable for the growth of higher plants. Since mosses form dense mats on the soil, they reduce the impact of falling rain and prevent of soil erosion. Dear students, we discussed about Bryophyta, their general characteristic features, classification with examples and economic importance. I hope you could understand. Thank you for watching and see you in next class.